Welcome to the Knowledge Series. We are going to discuss on insight to cryptos. Cryptography, it deals with making communication secure. Cryptography is basically the science of secret writing, and it is an ancient art. The first document used for the cryptography was written way back to 1900 BC in Egypt. So let's see some of the insights. Codes and cipher. This codes and cipher terminology is being used for encryptions in the earlier days. Code means it is basically used for mapping the text into a short words. You can see on the right side there are certain statements like cannot you start before. So in place of that, the short word as limit, like that different short word is being shown for the statements. So such type of statement is being mapped with the short terms is termed as codes, or it is being reflected in the code book. Cipher is being stated as a means of converting a readable original message into unidentified scrambled message. So that is what we termed ciphers. The scrambled message which is in an unidentified form is termed as the form of a original message transformations into a cipher mode. So code is a way of changing a message by replacing the words or replacing the statement into a short forms or in another forms. On the other hand, cipher, it is basically a conversions from a one form to another forms using a certain rules. Maybe it is a letters or a group of letters. So that is we see under the insights of codes and cipher. Here is the method by means of which the cipher is being created for a given text. So this particular machine is being known as a Lorentz cipher machine. Let's see the another insight. The another insight related to this, Cytel cipher. Cytel cipher is basically a tool used to perform the transformation ciphers. Transformations cipher means it transforms one form of a text to another forms, or maybe one form of a character to another forms. And this particular form of a Cytel cipher, it is of a 4th century BC, and it was named and it was used for the Spartan government and for the military message conversions. So that's why this particular form of a cipher, it is being created in a particular format. You can see a wood piece. Over the wood piece, a strip of paper is being wrapped. So when you remove this particular paper, it appears like simply as a string of letters. But when you wrap it around the particular wooden piece, you can able to read the text. So here you can able to read the text like a southern, but once you remove this particular paper out of this wood, you will find like a jumbled letters. So these type of transformations is being used under the Cytel cipher. Next, we will see the another insight on Caesar cipher. Caesar cipher is being developed by Julius Caesar as a simple systems to send a secret informations. and this is around 2000 year old. This cipher is also a class of a substitution ciphers. Substitution cipher means there are 26 alphabets is there. So there are 26 permutations you can able to view. The major drawback in this case is that once the intruder or the interceptor knows the frequency of the text or the frequency of the characters or the frequency of that particular alphabets, based on that it can able to identify the text. So that's why this type of a Caesar cipher is known as a shift ciphers, and this is one of the oldest and simplest form of the encrypting methods used in the earlier days. Next we will see the another insight on Pigpen cipher. Pigpen cipher, this was invented by Freeman's son, Freemason. So Freemason, who invented this particular cipher, it was during the 18th century this particular cipher was developed, and the purpose of this cipher is to store the secure form of informations of certificates, say for example maps or some private informations. Those informations can be secured using this cipher. This is another form of a cipher we put under the class of substitution ciphers. Now here if you try to see, there are some alphabets is being put across 26 alphabets, that is A, B, C, D up to Z, and this alphabet is being categorized in the form of bar, that is in the grid, and in the form of a cross. So based on the grid and bar positions you can able to read the text. See here for an example, I put the name Swapna Kumar. So this S is being put in these forms as per the Pigpen cipher. So if you look across S, the S lies on the cross on the upper side. So the cross which is being shown, it covers the two inclined lines. So that's why it is being shown as V. W, you can see the W is being put across the V shape with the one dot. So like that every alphabet is being compared with the Pigpen ciphers format, and thereby it is being encrypted from the plain text into the ciphertext forms or the secure forms. So this is known as a Pigpen cipher under this insight. Let's see the next. We see the smoke signal cipher. In the smoke signal cipher, you can see the figure itself. A man is there and he is showing some signaling, and there are some smokes. This is the oldest form of a long distance communications signaling purpose, or some form of a secure information is being passed from a long distance, and it is a visual communications over a long distance. Particularly you can see the dress of the person, it looked like a Native Americans used this particular form of a signaling, and every informations of this signaling it varies from case to case depending upon the message secrecy. So that is what you have to understand. And particularly the term smoke signal, that is used to transmit the informations like news or something like if some danger signaling a dangerous anything odd event is going to occur, or something danger mishap is going to occur. So those things is being shown in the form of a visual way from a long distance. So those are coming under smoke signaling. Next we see flag semaphore. In RTOS, that is a real-time operating systems, we are using the term semaphore is one of the area the students used to study. The semaphore is basically an integer variable, and that is being used to solve the critical section problem using two atomic operations. One is weight and another is signals. So here you can see the three persons with some flags in their hand. So this is a semaphore methods of visual signaling, and this is being done either by using a flag or by using a light. Claude Chappe from France in the year 1794, he developed such visual signal with a handheld flags or even globe hands, even roads, lights, etc. is being used to convey the informations from a particular point to the distance object, or in the distance endpoints where the people will able to recognize what is the signaling and indicates. And these type of a signaling, it was used before the invention of telegraphy systems. So this flag semaphore is also coming under the insight of the different form of security systems. So let's see the next. Here the Great Paris Cipher. The Great Paris Cipher, this was basically used during the period of Napoleon. You can see his photograph, and on the back of that there are some codes are there. So these codes, it has a feature of nearly 1400 numbers of words and code phrases, and this comes again under the nomenclature ciphers, which is another kind of a substitutional cipher, and this is having a more strong as compared to the earlier ciphering systems that we come across. The next is a Morse code. This is a usual and very common term. Morse code is a name given after Samuel Morse, who is the inventor for the telegraph in the way back in the year 1930s. And in this method, the encoding, or we can say the text encoding character, is being standardized using a dot and dash. Based on that, the telegraph system is being performed. So the Morse code is another form of converting the text into a different dots and dash. Let's see the another insight. Enigma code. Basically, the Enigma machine, this was used by Germans during the World War II to transmit the coded message. And if you try to see these particular machines, this machine is having a series of mechanical wheels and switches, and thereby one can code the message, and there are nearly billions of ways to do the encoding of a message, and it takes a long time to break. Moreover, this Enigma machine is perform the encryptions, and this was used way back in the early mid of 20th century to protect the commercial, diplomatic and the military communication systems. So this is another insight what you observe. Finally, we see the public key. Public key crypto system is systems where we are using a pair of keys. One is a public, another is a private. When we try to use the public key for encryptions and private key for decryptions, so under that particular case we say use the term confidentiality or secrecy of the informations. On the other hand, when we try to use the private key for encryptions and the public key for decryptions, then we term it as a authentications, or in another word we term it as a digital signature. So we come to the final point of the insight. Here we have come across a different type of insight, and these insight gives the idea about how the people in the past carries out the encryption of their message, starting from a Cytel cipher, Caesar cipher, Pigpen cipher, smoke signal cipher, flag semaphore cipher, the great Paris ciphers, Morse code cipher, Enigma code, and finally the modern systems of cryptography under which the public key system is being used. So this completes the different insights. Thank you.